to the tavern with you.
The magic flows like jewels in the gardens. Let's dive into the realms of DeFi Kingdoms.
In the lands where heroes roam, with quests and kingdoms we call home. There's a monk who drinks and spins his yarn, and a caster casting spells at dawn. It's the drug monk and the spellcaster, guiding you through realms faster. Crystal Veil is staring down, break down quests and tell the tale. Up a chair, have no fear, kingdom secrets you'll find here. We'll shine bright with heroes summoned, ready to fight. The monk's got wisdom in every sip, while the caster's magic never slips. It's the drug monk and the spellcaster, guiding you through realms faster. Crystal Veil, staring down, break down quests and tell the tale. Up a chair, have no fear, kingdom secrets you'll find here. Jewels shine bright with heroes summoned, ready to fight. The monk's got wisdom in every sip, while the caster's magic never slips. You'll find here. Gardens grow, jewels shine bright, with heroes summoned, ready to fight. The monk's got wisdom in every sip, while the caster's magic never slips. It's the drug monk and the spellcaster, guiding you through realms faster. Crystal Veil is staring down, break down quests and tell the tale. Up a chair, have no fear, kingdom secrets you'll find here. You'll find here. So grab your mug and hold on tight. Let the magic up to fly, kingdoms take flight. To the realms.
All right, let's dive into DeFi Kingdoms and their upcoming player versus player tournament.
Yeah.
The Magic.
A Magic.
Yeah, the most awesome Guild Invitational Cup. It's it's organized by Mythic Squad. Like,
Okay.
you know how competitive DFK can get?
Oh, yeah.
But this tournament, it just takes things to a whole other level.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
What's really interesting to me is how this goes beyond just your typical, tournament format.
Okay.
It's this blend of intense competition with NFT mechanics, guild dynamics,
Right.
and even a bit of community governance.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, we're talking about a 10-week league,
Okay.
which culminates in a playoff for the top 4 teams, but there are some very, very unique twists.
Boy.
Well, for example, each match is a best-of-5 series of bouts,
Interesting.
and every single player on the team has to participate in at least one of those first 3 bouts.
So no hiding behind your guild's, top player.
Exactly. Everyone has to pull their weight and contribute.
I like that.
Yeah, and speaking of guilds, the lineup for this is already looking pretty stacked.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, 5 guilds have already received direct invitations.
Hmm.
They can send 2 teams each.
Okay.
You've got Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms,
Mm-hmm.
DFK Degens, Eternal Zenith, Jewelers Gaming Guild, and of course, Mythic Squad themselves.
Of course, yeah.
Right. And there's also a potential spot for the Goose Guild.
Oh, really?
But it depends on if they decide to join in.
Cool.
But what I find really, really intriguing is that the organizers haven't limited it to just these, big names.
Mm-hmm.
Any other guild out there that thinks they have what it takes can actually reach out to Styx in turn.
6 in turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the tournament organizer, and they can, try to get a chance to compete.
So it's open to everyone.
It really speaks to that community spirit that you find in DFK.
Right, yeah.
Now, when it comes to those teams, the roster rules, this is where things get strategically interesting.
Okay.
Each team has what's called a primary roster, and those are the core 3 players that are locked in for the playoffs.
Right, got it.
But during league play, they allow substitutes.
Okay, so you can, experiment with different lineups, maybe give some newer players a chance to, really shine on that big stage.
Precisely. But there is a caveat. The same substitute cannot play for both of their guild's teams in the same week.
So you can't load up both teams with, your one powerhouse player.
Exactly.
Right.
And they also have a rule where players must remain in their guilds throughout the entire tournament.
Interesting.
No switching sides at the last minute.
Got
It sounds like they've really thought this through
Yeah.
to ensure a level playing field and encourage some truly strategic team management.
Right.
But you know what really has me excited?
What's that?
The way this tournament utilizes NFTs.
NFTs.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where the depth of the tournament really becomes apparent. Each player needs 3 unique heroes and 3 unique sets of equipment, and they can't share any of those with their teammates during a match.
Whoa, so you can't just stack your team with, all the most overpowered heroes.
No, this is a huge departure from your typical tournament setup.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of implications do you see this having on how guilds approach the magics?
Well, imagine, a guild having to decide which team gets their most powerful hero for a crucial week.
Right.
Or even having to trade NFTs with other guilds to fill gaps in their roster.
Exactly.
These rules force guilds to think about their overall resource management in a whole new way.
It becomes a strategic puzzle.
Yeah.
And it gets even more complex because the same NFT, so that's a hero or equipment, can't be used by different teams from the same guild in the same week.
So they have to coordinate, who's using what and when.
Yes. It really emphasizes a collaborative approach within each guild.
It does.
This level of strategic depth is rarely seen in these kinds of tournaments, and it's all made possible by leveraging NFTs.
Very cool.
I'm already on the edge of my seat.
Right.
And we haven't even gotten to the actual gameplay yet. This is shaping up to be a fascinating look at how blockchain technology can revolutionize competitive gaming.
Well, let's delve into those details of the bouts
Okay.
and see what other surprises the Magic has in store for us.
Let's do it.
All right, so you've got your teams.
Right.
Rosters are locked.
Yep.
NFT arsenals are primed.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's get into how these bouts actually unfold on the battleground.
Because, I love a good deep dive into the rules.
Of course.
Tell me what unique challenges and strategic considerations await the players in these bouts.
For starters, we've got custom settings for each bout.
Okay.
Things like the map, battle inventory, player budget, and even a shot clock.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
A shot clock?
Uh-huh.
In a turn-based game like DFK, that's a twist. I wouldn't expect to see that kind of time pressure
Right.
in this setting. What's the rationale behind that?
It's all about maintaining a brisk pace and preventing any unnecessary delays. Each player has 30 seconds to make their move. And if they exceed that time limit, well, they get hit with a penalty, pass turn, and stun.
Wow, talk about adding a layer of intensity. I can only imagine the strategic decisions players are going to have to make under that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
But, we all know that unexpected issues can arise, especially in a blockchain-based game.
Yeah.
So how are they handling those inevitable bugs that might pop up?
That's a crucial aspect, and they've addressed it very thoughtfully.
Okay.
They've made a clear distinction between known bugs and game-breaking bugs.
All right, so break those down for me.
Known bugs are those that have already been identified and documented,
Okay.
and players are expected to strategize around them.
Gotcha.
In fact, if you try to exploit a known bug, you get disqualified from the tournament.
Makes sense. You have to play fair and adapt to the existing, quirks of the game.
Exactly.
But what happens if a bug arises that's truly game-breaking and unforeseen?
Yeah.
Those have the potential to really disrupt a match significantly.
Right. And in those cases, the match gets postponed until the issue is resolved.
Okay.
They're not going to let a technical glitch determine the outcome of a bout.
Right.
It highlights their commitment to ensuring a level playing field for everyone.
It does. It sounds like they've thought of everything to ensure fairness.
Yeah.
But who gets to decide whether a bug is game-breaking or not? Does Stixon, the organizer, have the final say?
He makes the initial assessment.
Okay.
But here's where the community governance element comes into play.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, the guild liaisons representatives from each participating guild,
Mm-hmm.
they have the authority to override his judgment.
So it's not a single person dictating the rules.
Right.
The guilds themselves have a voice and can influence these crucial decisions.
Exactly.
That's a very unique approach. What are your thoughts on this system?
It's a fascinating experiment in decentralized governance. Rather than relying solely on a centralized authority, the Magic empowers the community to participate in shaping the tournament's rules and ensuring fairness.
That's very cool.
This is a prime example of how blockchain technology can foster new models of governance.
It's a powerful concept now. Let's talk about the stakes.
Okay.
What's motivating these players to pour their hearts and souls into the Magic? What does the winning team actually take home?
Well, bragging rights are certainly a major motivator, but there's also a substantial prize pool. To fight for, each team contributes 500 Jewel.
And for those not familiar with DFK Jewel is the in-game currency, and 500 is a significant chunk of change.
Exactly. And with potentially 11 teams participating,
Yeah.
that creates a prize pool of 6,000 Jewel,
Wow.
all going to the ultimate victor in a winner-take-all finale.
That's a serious incentive for players to bring their A-game, but the Magic isn't just about the players on the field, is it?
No, it's not.
The community gets to be a part of the action, too.
Absolutely. They're planning to stream at least one match per week, and viewers can leverage DFK's influence system to support their favorite teams.
So for those listening, you can directly impact the tournament by lending your influence to your chosen team. That's fantastic.
Yeah. What a way to engage the broader DFK community. How exactly does this influence system work in the context of the Magic?
Imagine it as a way of voting with your in-game resources by directing your influence toward a team. You're essentially boosting their performance in the tournament. It's a tangible way for viewers to participate and contribute to the excitement.
It really adds a whole new dimension to spectating. It's not just about watching passively. You're actively involved in shaping the outcome. And it seems that Styx, in turn, has even bigger ambitions for the Magic.
He does. He's actively seeking sponsorships to boost that prize pool even further and exploring potential grants through various blockchain programs. It's clear he envisions the Magic becoming a major event in the DFK world and beyond.
And with all these innovative elements, it's easy to see why.
Yeah.
From the unique roster rules to the community involvement and the integration of blockchain technology, this is shaping up to be much more than just another tournament.
It's a glimpse into the future of competitive gaming.
Where decentralized governance, community engagement, and blockchain technology converge to create a truly dynamic and immersive experience.
It's a fascinating case study, and I, for one, am eager to see how it all unfolds. Okay, so we've covered a lot of the intricate details of the Magic tournament, roster rules, the NFT dynamics, community involvement. But let's step back for a second and consider some of the larger implications of what we're seeing here.
Yeah, for sure.
This tournament is really pushing the boundaries of competitive gaming in ways that I just haven't seen before.
I agree.
It's not just about skill and strategy. It's about leveraging this blockchain technology to create a more transparent, engaging, and community-driven experience.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the future of esports?
That's a great question.
Could this be the start of a broader shift towards more decentralized models in competitive gaming?
Well, we're already seeing a move away from that traditional centralized control in gaming. The Magic is a prime example of that.
It is.
It's putting more power in the hands of the players of the communities.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the guild liaisons, for instance. Their ability to override the organizer's judgment on bug severity, it's just a radical departure from your typical esports governance.
Fascinating to consider the possibilities.
Yeah.
What if traditional esports adopted similar models, giving players and fans more direct influence over tournament rules and outcomes?
You know, the transparency and immutability of the blockchain just opens up so many avenues for innovation.
It does.
Think about fair play, prize distribution, and fan engagement. Imagine viewers not only voting for their favorite teams, but actually having a stake in the tournament's outcome through these decentralized governance mechanisms.
Yeah, and then you've got the integration of NFTs. It adds another layer of complexity and potential.
It does.
Players owning unique in-game assets that can be traded or even used across different games.
It's a game changer.
It is a game changer.
The Magic is like a microcosm of all these trends converging.
That's a great way to put it.
It's a bold experiment that could honestly have ripple effects throughout the entire gaming industry.
So as we wrap up here, what can you, our listener, take away from all of this? Keep an eye on the Magic as it unfolds.
Yeah, definitely.
Explore the world of DeFi Kingdoms and blockchain gaming.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, and challenge assumptions.
Exactly. We're in the early stages of a major transformation in competitive gaming.
Absolutely.
The way we play and experience esports is evolving rapidly, and the Magic is right at the forefront of this movement.
Couldn't agree more. Keep exploring, keep learning.
Yeah.
And who knows, you might just find yourself at the forefront of this exciting revolution.
You might.
Alongside events like the Magic. Until next time, keep diving deep.